It's time for a viewer's request. GS 1988, one of our lovely viewers, one of our lovely subscribers. Basically, I'm going to paraphrase here. I always say that, but anyway, I'm going to paraphrase. Would you consider doing a season mode or a Master League in one of the MLS games? So, I think a season would go on a bit too long in this game anyway, but I'll do a cup, the MLS Cup. And we'll make it a mini-series of sorts. So, I did try all-star difficulty in a friendly match, or a few friendly games this evening, and it's ridiculously difficult. Like, you can't get the ball off the CPU, or I can't. I've never played anything like it. So, Pro, the difficulty just one below that, is still very challenging. So we'll probably get to see me actually score a goal or two in this difficulty. I'm choosing Chicago Fire because they've got Stoichkov around this time, I think. I'm not that familiar with MLS, I have to admit, so you're going to have to bear with my lack of knowledge. I kind of know the obvious players. Let's have a look at the formation here. I'm not going to mess around with the formation. So they play a 3-4-3. That looks pretty cool. Stoichkov, there he is. So he's going to be my main man. I do remember him at the Fire. And
in perfect condition. I'm Bob Lee. Thanks for joining.
I'm Bob Lee.
On ESPN.
I like the presentation in these MLS games, I have to say. So if you didn't know, guys, this is basically ISS Pro Evolution, or ISS Pro Evolution 2, maybe. And obviously with the MLS license. But it's more or less the same gameplay as ISS Pro Evolution, which is still an incredible football game to play. This is on the PS1. I mean, all of this is just the same, guys. More or less. There's not a lot of difference here apart from the content. Gameplay might be different slightly, it might be tweaked. Dave and I, big shout out to Dave, good friend of mine. We featured this on Retro Football a while back now, and we both liked it because it's ISS Pro Evolution from a gameplay perspective anyway. Here we go. So, Dallas is it I'm playing against. I wasn't paying attention. Here is Stoichkov here out on the right hand side. Oh, it's a foul. And what I'll do, mate, as well, I say mate, so GS 90, is it 1988? I can't remember now. I haven't got my notes in front of me anymore. Hold that thought. I'll also do a mini tournament if you want at some point on the PS2 MLS game that I've featured on Retro Football, because that's decent as well. So I do prefer this, I have to say. So I've changed cameras here. We've got the zoomed out wide angle, and I've also slowed gameplay down because there's a really cool game speed slider in this version of PES. I'm going to call it a PES because it is a PES game essentially. Here we go. Oh.
He stops it with his head.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on the cup format, by the way, with MLS Cup. Is it 2 legs? I just don't know. I should have checked, guys, shouldn't I? I got excited. I was like, just hit buttons and play. This plays such a good game of footy. It really does. That's poor. I got a player called Marsh. Is that Jesse Marsh, who managed Leeds for a bit? It must be him, because he was American, wasn't he? Oh,
this will be a corner kick.
Not a very good manager, in my opinion. Bit of a prat.
He's going for the far post here.
Commentary's really good in this. I would argue that the presentation in this is better than in ISS Pro Evolution and ISS Pro Evolution 2, simply because it's got all the licensing. You got that ESPN emblem on the top of the screen there, etc. All these licensed teams where you didn't get anything really. Oh, Stoichkov! Was that Stoichkov? I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to think what licenses we do have in ISS Pro Evolution. Not a lot, is there? Oh. I don't like the sound effect of the ball, though, in this game, I have to say. It sounds like a big lump of wood when you kick it.
This will be a throw-in.
This will be a throw-in. This game, guys, so 1999, 2000, I mean, it still plays such a really, really good game of footy. It really does. It puts some of the modern games to shame. And this is... I was going to try and work out how old it is. I'm not going to, but it's old. Very old now. Here we go. It's Jesse Marsh. It's Novak. Gutierrez. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Nice little bit of skill there from Gutierrez. Or basically, I just dragged it back. Right, top right. Here we go. Oh, and it's 1-0. Stoichkov. He's on fire. Let's go back to what I was saying about the speed, game speed slider in this. It's not just a... Or rather, it's not just slow, normal, fast, like you get with a lot of the PES games, etc. It's actually a slider. So, I think it's out of 20, and I've slid this right down because it's actually quite quick, this game, on default. I really like that addition. Oh, I thought it was 1-1. I thought that was nestling at the back of the net. Let's watch this again. Oh, and it just sits on the top of the net. This game's so good. There's Armas. Razov. I don't remember some of these players. Are they all real names? I'm assuming they must be because of the MLS license in here. It's a good play for Stoichkov. Patiently waits for Novak, but Novak can't control it. Oh, they got Bocanegra, the team I'm playing against, Dallas. Wasn't he at Fulham at one point?
Dallas Burr. Will they mount an attack here? A throw in here.
Is it Dallas Burn? Is that what they're called? But, yeah. I watched a little bit of MLS. I would say around this era, actually. But you know what my memory's like when it comes to formats of the leagues and the cups and the players that played within the league, etc. But yeah, I remember that they had that weird penalty kick system. I have talked about this before. Penalty shootout system where you put the ball on the halfway line or on the centre circle and you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper and you have to score that way. They had completely different penalty kicks to the rest of the world. I always thought that was a mistake. Just keep it the same. I know they were trying to cater for a different audience, a North American audience who loved their end-to-end basketball type sports, high-scoring sports. They found quote-unquote soccer boring. Or some North Americans. I don't want to speak for all of you American guys because I know you're very passionate about football. Ooh, very passionate about football or soccer. But back then, I mean, baseball, NFL, etc. was still far bigger over in the States. I don't know if that's still the case today.
He's going for the far post here.
Oh, good defensive header there. Gutierrez. Here's Jesse Marsh. Still Jesse Marsh. Shows a bit of strength. Here's Stoichkov. Get it onto his left foot, though. What's that? This is fantastic. This is.
And that's the whistle for halftime.
There we go, halftime.
Incredible work rate. Let's see if that continues. The score is 1-0.
And the commentary in this is a lot better than ISS Pro Evolution 2 with "My name is Chris James," which it was woeful. The commentary, wasn't it? Let's be real. ISS Pro Evolution 2 is still one of my favourite football games of all time. Of all time. I don't even have to think about it. It's up there with PES 5 for me. But the commentary, the presentation in general was not very good. Like, Chris James, surely they could have done better. Like, no disrespect to the gentleman. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. His name's not actually Chris James. I just think he's playing a character, isn't he? The actual voice actor. I read that a while back now. But the commentary in this is so good. Here's Razov. Just wide.
It's gotta hurt to miss a chance like that.
It's gotta hurt to miss a chance like that, apparently. I completely agree.
He intercepts it with his head.
The sound effect on the ball, though, at times in this. It's a proper thud. It's like someone hitting their head against a brick wall. But this is fantastic. It was so good. There's Novak.
This doesn't look good.
There's Graziani for Dallas, but you can't get onto that. Armas. I've got Armas. I remember him. It was it.
This will be a throw-in.
Not Chris Armas. I'm trying to think of his first name. Coming up to an hour then. It's still 1-0 from that Stoichkov penalty. It sounds like a balloon bursting. Right, is a play on here on the right hand side. It's Stoichkov. Got to do better. Get it on to his stronger foot. He was left footed, wasn't he? I used to love Stoichkov. That World Cup in USA. I always remember him at Barca. He was such a wonderful player. The Bulgarian magician is Novak. No, I should have gone up. Stoichkov's in so much room now all the time. They've basically vacated that area. Their left back. Okay.
Well, there's a high one. They both go up for the header.
Just like little commentary lines like that. Like, oh, there's a high one. When he played the ball in the air. I know it's simplistic in today's terms, but hey. But you just didn't get that with our version or ISS Pro Evolution. Let's see who's tired though. Armas is tired. Who can play there? Let's have a look. Lavrenko can play there, and he prefers that side of the pitch as well, apparently. Okay, let's get him on. There he is. There's no cutscene for him running on the pitch. Oh, good save from my goalkeeper, Thornton. I was going to say, I don't know if I know his name. It's Thornton with a brilliant save. Oh, off the line. This is challenging, guys. But yeah, like I said at the top of the video, All-Star, whatever it's called, the top difficulty, it's not fun. It's just not fun. Basically what it does is it turns whoever you're playing against into All-Stars. They're just like, their stats don't really come into it. They're just super players, all of them. And it just wasn't enjoyable. I do like their stats to do the talking. This feels good in this difficulty. Oh, no, Razov. I was caught in two minds there. Pass or try and take him. I did neither. Oh, it's getting scrappy now. I don't like this 1-0. I do not like this slender score. Oh, it's another good save from my goalkeeper. And another good save. As the balloon is bursting. That sound effect. Oh, I thought Stoichkov was in. He wasn't a quick player, was he, Stoichkov? He's quite slow, if I remember correctly. But an absolute magician on the ball. We've really gone off the boil. We've gone off the Susan Boyle in the last few minutes here. We've got to sort it out. And that's straightforward for Thornton. Thornton's man of the match for me with those saves. He's been superb. I don't remember Thornton, I must say. Here we go. Oh, no. They close you down in the higher difficulties in this very quickly. It's hard to pass. It's hard to pass past them. You really have to get your angles correct. is Razov.
The defender able to
It's a good block from Danev. Danev clears, looks for Graziani, but doesn't reach his mate. And here come Chicago Fire again. Stoichkov's got to score this time.
He shoots.
Ah, it's 2-0.
Can't believe it. Did you see that?
Shoots into the open net. Novak's been decent for me. Stoichkov. So Stoichkov, Novak, and my goalkeeper have been the three standout players for me. But Stoichkov's really got to be scoring that. But his mate taps in the empty net for 2-0 to Chicago Fire. And I think it's all done and dusted. But like I said earlier, I don't know if there's a second leg or not in this. Or is it straight on to round 2? I don't know.
Crosses it into the box.
There are stadiums in this, guys. Official stadiums for the teams as well, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's for all of the clubs. I'm pretty sure it is. Novak! Ah, he's got a score. How many times have I said he's got a score in all of these footy games that I play for the channel? But he does have to score. Jordan to get us going again. We're into stoppage time. Looks like Dallas are going home. Well, they are at home, aren't they? I think. I don't know. I don't know what stadium we're at. I think we're at Dallas' stadium.
The final whistle
And it's full time. No, I think we're at home, aren't we? So we'll be in Chicago for this. So Dallas will be flying back to Chicago. They're not happy.
So long for now. Thanks for joining us.
And I think that's about right. I think I deserved the victory just, although my goalkeeper did help me out a lot towards the end. But anyway, let's have a look and see what happens. That music. Yeah, I think that is that. I think we go... We're still waiting on the other teams to play. We'll see anyway, guys. We'll see in the next episode what happens. We'll either have the second leg, and I've got the 1-0 lead, or it's straight on to... It could be DC United as one of the teams, by the looks of things. I know a few of those club crests. But anyway, look out for episode 2 of this MLS Cup 2000 edition of Let's Play Pairs. This is fantastic. I'm enjoying this. And also look out for all the other content we've got going. The PES 5 Master League. Dave and I will be starting a co-op Master League. And we'll be starting it this weekend. So, all being good, guys. I'm still working on, or we are working on some issues when it comes to OBS and making sure the footage looks good. You got other stuff in here as well in the menus as well. There you go. So we won 1-0. Oh, it might be out of Metro Stars and LA Galaxy who I play next. But anyway, we'll get there, guys. So yeah, look out for episode 2 coming soon.